What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Derrick James. You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about Derrick James and his ability to train. Is he good? Is he not good? Is he an overall fraud? That's what we've been hearing about Derrick James. You know, and my counterpunch to anything concerning Derrick James is the losses, the wins. Every trainer will have a fighter that's a good fighter that will take an L. Okay? Did we question Abel Sanchez when Golovkin took an L? Did we question Freddie Roach when Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez and he was the best around? Did we question those guys at all? Did we question Teddy Atlas when Junior Jones was knocked out by Eric Morales back in the day? Did we question those guys? No, we didn't. Why? Because the trainers only do a certain percentage to get the fighter prepared. It's up to the fighter to fight the fight. He has to use what the trainer and themselves have gelled and came together with that works for him to go out there and execute that game plan and whatever strategy that they worked on in the gym. But that does not solely rest on the trainer. You think Bomac, that has the great Terrence Crawford, Hall of Famer now, do you think he has ever lost a fight? Yeah, he did. When Kell Brook beat the shit out of Amir Khan, remember that? He was in the camp. Amir Khan was in the camp of Terrence Crawford. That's what he learned a lot from Terrence Crawford, but that didn't stop him learning from Terrence Crawford, being in there with Bomac and his camp. That didn't teach him how to not get his ass whooped. He still got mopped. So, yeah, I mean, I think people should just lay off Derrick James for a minute. If you're going to question anything, you should question his ability to make decisions. And that's coming in the next video, which I will counterpunch about the welfare of Errol Spence. But the training ability, that's a different thing altogether. Okay, that's totally different. His ability to train or be a trainer, now that's in question. It's too many trainers that are thrown under the bus. Just thrown under there in the bus. Bop-bum, bop-bum. Runs right over them like a fucking speed bump. And it happens, and it's not fair to trainers. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm just taking up for Derrick James. I'm taking up for all trainers that get thrown under the bus like people are doing to Derrick James because of this reason. Because of this reason. Not another reason. Again, I will get to that in another video. Okay? So, no, I don't think that Derrick James should be treated like that and should be questioned just because Errol Spence got in there with a special fighter. See, when you start talking about and blaming or accusing Derrick James for being a fraud, what you're doing, what you're automatically doing by default, you're saying that Terrence Crawford is not that good. He's not that great. The only reason he won is because he wasn't instructed right by Derrick James. Now, I don't know what went on and how and what he instructed Errol Spence to do in between rounds. I don't know that. I didn't go that far. But I can tell you this. There's too many trainers that are thrown under the bus, like Manny Robles. Okay? He's another that as soon as he lost to Anthony Joshua in the rematch, they fired him. Now, was that for any good reason other than Andy Ruiz couldn't get his fat ass into the gym and train like Manny Robles wanted him to do? That's not Manny Robles' fault. That's Andy's fault. So that's an Andy problem, not a Manny's problem, okay? So that's what happened, and that's what you should look at. But it didn't matter. Somebody had to take the fall. Okay, so it was Manny Robles. So I don't want that to be Derrick James just because Errol Spence got his ass whooped because he was in there with a guy that was better than him. Make sense? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Derrick James and this counterpunch. Is he a real trainer? There you go. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!